Good morning, team, and welcome to the first episode of my 7 mistakes. I thought I'd try a little series to try and help you with some of the biggest mistakes that I've made and how you can not make them too, so that you can get the fast track results. And I know that mistakes are often something, before we start, that you perceive to be wrong. You know, at school, we're taught we shouldn't make mistakes. We must do our best in our exams. We mustn't get things wrong. But actually, it's in the mistakes that moves you one step closer to your success. So I think finding failure and finding mistakes and finding problems is something that you should always be seeking to do, because in finding those, it enables you to get closer to your goals. Which leads me nicely into mistake number 1. And mistake number 1 is about not having a clear path, vision, set of goals, idea in terms of where you want to ultimately go. Good morning, Katie, and everybody else who is tuning in this morning. Say hello. Let me know how your weekend was. Because I went self-employed in 2006, and the only thing I wanted to do was to make more money. That was my sole purpose and my sole goal back in 2006. Money, 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 money. I was, 25? And that was all that life was really about. I'd been drinking with my mates and going out and getting drunk and having nights out and living a life of debauchery, when in actual fact, I still managed to build a business and had success, overcame many hurdles, from the credit crunch to buying in, letting my business partner buy in and buy out. But in terms of having no vision, no direction, no real meaning or purpose, you can still have success and you can still do something that you love. But the problem is, if you don't know where you're going, then how can you possibly expect to get there? And if all you're chasing is money or a shiny penny, then you're going to constantly be living a life of chasing. There is no end goal. And the fact of the matter is, you know, what does 10 grand get you that 5 grand doesn't get you? What does 15 grand get you that 10 grand doesn't get you? And it is not necessarily the only method to start, but we all need a certain amount of income in order to be able to live the life that we want, and live a life that we love, and live a life that helps and serves a purpose for ourselves and our family. And once you achieve that figure, anything else over and above is just vanity metrics. So a good place to start when defining your vision is, what is the amount of money that's going to go into your bank that's going to keep you happy, keep you fulfilled, give you the life, give you the holidays, give you everything that you want in order to be able to live and do what you want to do. Because I can honestly say my mistake was not defining a destination. And I hear a lot of people about the hustle and grind. I hear a lot of people talk about, you know, you must have massive goals that scare you in order to be able to keep growing. And I disagree with that. I don't think you need massive goals that need to scare you. I think you need to keep learning, improving, developing, but not necessarily growing in a financial or a business sense. Growing as a human being is what you need to do. And the reason why I say that is, look at how happy and fulfilled your children are. When they start out, there's constantly something that they're striving for to get to the next level, whether it's walking, running, eating, getting themselves dressed, potty training. There's constantly a milestone. And I think more often than not, as we get older, we lose the milestones in our lives. And this was where the milestone for me was 1 for 10 years, 2006 till 2015. It was only to hit a certain amount of money. And even though I'd hit that certain amount of money, it then caused me to plateau. It then caused me to get lazy. It then caused me to I had no vision, no purpose, no direction. There was no kind of end goal as such. Because once you achieve that end goal, is not the rule of life and the thought process of life, actually just to have fun and be happy and to spend more time with the people that you love and want to spend, the family, kids, and giving them a better life. Making sure that you can give a better life to the next generation that is nearest to you. That's what my thought process is, certainly now. But I didn't have that clear definition. So therefore I never felt fulfilled. And I always felt like I was chasing. Whereas now I know that the monetary goal is achieved and it is all about just providing value to financial services professionals, to business owners, and making sure that they achieve the destination that makes you feel happy and achieve and fulfilled. And in search of building your own business, what is the monetary goal that you seek? What is the number of clients that you want to help? What is the good that you want to bring to the world? When you make that certain amount of money, what do you want to do with it? Is there an element of investment, property, residual income that you want to build? Do you want to have more holidays? Do you want a laptop lifestyle where you can work from anywhere in the world? Do you want a team of 1 or do you want a team of 10? The principles of building the business of 1 or 10 or even 100 are exactly the same. But if you're building a 100-person business for vanity metrics, then what's the point? And there is a thought process between who you are today versus who you need to be in order to build your 100-team business are two completely different people. But do that organically and do that as a means of balancing your life and your happiness and your time with your family. Don't do it at the sacrifice of all of that stuff, because you need to make sure that you're allowing time for those that are around you. So good morning, Sharita, Pete, Famiola, Mel, Anthony, Steve, good morning. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know if this is resonating with you, because the mistake, to summarize, is very much not having a clear direction, not having a plan for the next 12 months, not looking at how I want to spend my day and who I want to spend my day with, being clear on what my actual family or not even family, being clear on what my actual values are. What's most important to me in my life, and living true to those, basing my decisions based on those values. Understanding that in my business, initially, I have to do everything and focus on every part of the business, the marketing, the sales, the lead generation, the administration, the finances. But in understanding my hourly rate, I was then able to leverage some of those lower value tasks, going through the pain, the frustration, the anxiety, the annoyance of doing all of them, and understanding which ones I don't like in order to be able to understand which ones I do. So therefore I could focus more on my superpower. And I just want you to focus on your superpower. And everybody should at least employ one person as a PA. And the principles of building a 2-person business or a 10-person business or a 15-person business are exactly the same. And because we have this environment now where freelance work and working from home is more acceptable, it's going to be even easier to build a team, not just from an employee perspective, but from an hourly rate perspective, from a freelance perspective, from a VA, PA type lifestyle. So I want to leave you with one question, and I would love you all to comment in, or I'd even love it more if you would share this post with if you know somebody who's making this mistake. The point is, know where you are going, know why you are doing it, and know what you need to do in order to be able to get there. Don't grow for vanity, grow for purpose. Grow for a slight financial gain, but you've got to work out what is £10,000 going to give you, what is £20,000 to give you that £10,000 won't. Because there's no point in building millions and billions of pounds worth of business. For the ones who want to do that, then you're not going to be stopped. But do it in a way that is balanced. Do it in a way that is organic and serve other people. Make it about those that you want to help. For me, helping clients was my sole purpose. Then it became about helping mortgage brokers, financial services professionals, and business owners. And my mission is to help 1 million business owners over the course of my, the 40 years that I maybe have in business. Break that down to an annual target and just serve in helping those people, but not to the detriment of my kids, my wife, my life, my happiness, and my own fun. And making sure that I'm able to bring you more fun, more happiness, and a better lifestyle through understanding the mistakes that I've made. And that biggest mistake is not knowing where I am going, not setting the satellite navigation destination and having a postcode to say, right, this is how we're going to get there. We'll let the satellite guide us. And if we hit road bumps along the way, it's going to be expected. And you're going to hit them too. So your purpose has to be something that you are willing to endure the challenges on the route to getting there. So let me know, have you got a clear vision for where you want to be in life, in business, even just as little as in the next 12 months? I would love to know what that is, because your vision grows as you grow. Once you get there, you then reassess who you are and where you've come from, and you look back and you say, well, now I want to do this. Because it's not about money. It's not about having huge businesses. It's about service, passion, drive, learning, developing, and improving, much like we did when we were children. So please comment in now. Let me know what your vision is, what your plans are. I would love to hear more of what inspires and motivates you, what your vision and purpose is. I hope this gives you something to think about. You can not have one and build a successful business as I did in 2015, but you will do it to the detriment of missing important things, like going back to work 3 days after my daughter was born, like not having much fun and time because it was all about the business. And as I realized, I was married to my work and dating my family, whereas I should have been married to my family and dating my work. And that is a Kevin Hart saying that I heard on a podcast, so I can't claim it, but it is one that has massively resonated with me in terms of my values and what I want to be achieving. So I hope that inspires you. I hope you learn from the mistakes. I'm going to be sharing them across the course of the next 7 days with you. This is mistake number 1, not having a vision, a purpose, a mission, a destination, a goal, and not learning, developing, improving, and growing as a person, not growing as a business, not growing financially, but just having that line set in the stand. I hope that helps you. I hope that gives you some thought process. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope this motivates you. And as always, remember, now is the time to become pro.